For the last 3 years of the degree, I've noticed that I worked in pretty much a purely digital space. My fourth year project, I decided to do kind of a fabrication route, and then more specifically, I decided to do puppetry. Because I was tired of watching movies that relied fully on CGI, and I said, guys, why don't we bring back puppets? It was so fun when we did puppets. My project is called The Halcyon. Mainly, it tells a narrative about a mountaineer who passes away while he's hiking up in the Alps. And unbeknownst to him, he doesn't realize the transition. He wanders into the Halcyon, which is this beautiful kind of pocket dimension on the edge of our world where all of the human emotions and conditions get turned into little kind of creatures. For example, if you've ever, stubbed your toe on a wall or something, somewhere in that realm, a little worm pops up made out of that emotion. He's basically watching his life flash before his eyes, but in the form of all these little creatures and all these experiences coming up to greet him as he passes on. And it started actually with a little pothole up on our campus here. I thought he was shaped like a little feeble animal. And so that it kind of just turned into that, turning ordinary things into these extraordinary little experiences. Right. So I have two main puppets that I'm going to be creating for this. The first of which is named Sundog, who is over on the right there. Sundog is based off of my childhood dog, Lola, and is kind of our co-star in the short film that I'll be making about the Halcyon. And so it is a big, beautiful see-through dog. Here's its head, yet to be finished. Here's its rib cage, yet to be attached. He is unfortunately in pieces at the moment. Using all the different resources that Massey's given us, such as the laser cutter and the acrylic printer, I've been slowly piecing together this kind of Frankenstein dog, who, fingers crossed will be done this week. And then once he's done, he's going to be rigged up with lights and iridescent fabrics, so it looks like he's glowing on screen.
Have you done this process before? Or is this
No.
completely new?
No, I really shot myself in the foot there. I went, you know what, I've not touched any of this before, let's make the whole project about it. But so far, so good.
Yeah. Do you think, because fourth year is so open and broad, it's kind of given you that opportunity?
It completely has.
Yeah.
Especially with our lecturers, they all come from very different corners of the concept cohort. We have ones that have worked specifically in prop design. We have ones that specifically do toy design. And so they kind of call in all these people to give you these points on what it is you're working on. And so even though I knew basically nothing about half of my project when I started, I've learned so much in the last, semester and a half. The second puppet is... Okay, originally he was going to be a full bird, but in the interest of my sanity, I have decided to subdivide him down into what I need for shots. So instead of making a full bird, I go in the storyboard, what parts need to be shown? Okay, I need a claw, a wing, some eyes, and so that's creating a puppet with the intention of film, instead of one that would be for a stage play, perhaps, where the whole thing needs to be visible the whole time. And here we just got some of the environments. I'm going to be using the volume screen that we have here in Block 10 and Charlie Chaplin movie magic, where the backgrounds are shown on the massive screen and then the foregrounds are painted onto glass and held in front of the camera. And then I put my actor in the middle and sandwich him in.
Storyboard, yeah.
Yes, it is. It's a bit... messy, but it does get the point across. I couldn't show it printed out, obviously, but I have it timed into an animatic. So you can see when everything is supposed to happen with what sound cues, which makes it a lot easier to wrangle people into my project. If I go, I need you for this thing.
Yeah, no, it's so cool. The scope of your project is insane.
It's a bit massive for one person, so I have been coaxing people in.
Yeah, but it's been good working with people from other
for
disciplines.
Sure. A lot of my friends work in very different things. So I have a fashion student, I have a couple of the film students, a VCD student, all who owe me favors, and all I am cashing in right now.
Awesome.
Thank you.